Hey, gorgeous manifestors. Happy Thursday. I have not been on and done a live in this group for, it feels like ages. It was all so chaotic organising the Maldives retreat. And yeah, I just suddenly thought yesterday, I'm really missing you all. I need to come on and do a live today. So here I am. And the message that I have for you guys today is around contrast. I've been talking about this quite a lot in the Dream Day Journal, Inner Circle month that's happening at the minute, because contrast is an essential part of our life experience down here on Earth in human form, which all sounds a bit woo-woo, but anyway, bear with me. Contrast is really, really an essential part of our life experience. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Lori, my darlings. Hope you're good. So I just kind of wanted to talk around this because for me, when I was manifesting consistently last year, I would hit a patch of contrast and I would literally freak out. I would literally be like, oh my God, I need to get out the contrast because it's undoing all my manifesting. I'm manifesting what I don't want and it's stopping my manifesting flow. And I would get really stressed out. Hey, Bridget, my darling. And I would get really stressed out and like try really hard and like kind of fight against the contrast. And now I've learned that when you experience contrast, don't fight it because, hey Elka, don't fight it because it's an essential part of our life experience. And actually we need the contrast. If you don't know what contrast means, it's basically phases where you're feeling a bit off, or it can be really, you know, phases where you're feeling really off and you're really stressed or whatever it is. Hey, Keely. Oh, thank you. Hello, everybody. Oh, there's lots of you logging in. Hello, hello, hello. Lovely to have you all here. So, yeah, I used to really try and fight against the contrast, but it is such an essential part of our experience because when we see things we don't like, this is very Abraham Hicks, but when we see things we don't like, we create new desires for things that we do like and new desires for things sorry, I've just read what Catherine said. I've been having contrast that is beyond painful, but it's making me leave. Oh, darling, if you want to reach out, hon, I know we've been trying to message and your messages don't download. I'll send you my WhatsApp number and you can WhatsApp me, Angel. I'm so sorry because I haven't been able to listen to your messages. Sending you so much love. Remind me to send you my mobile number, hon, after this. So sorry, contrast is an essential thing that we have to go through. Sometimes it feels really extreme. You know, I've had anxiety and depression and stuff in the past. Sometimes it's less extreme and your energy can just feel a bit off. But we always need the contrast, and contrast always helps us to grow. And whenever I'm in contrast now, as icky as it may feel, I know that I need to be going through it. And quite often I go through contrast so I can navigate my way through it. And then it enables me to be an even better coach because obviously I can only coach people to as far as where I am, and so obviously I need to keep expanding so that I keep building tools to coach you guys. So contrast is a really important part of it. And what I've found nowadays is when I'm in contrast, I just lean into something that feels a little bit better, brings me a little bit of relief. I don't try and get from feeling really crappy to feeling amazing because I know that's difficult to do. I just lean into things that make me feel a little bit better. And what I've noticed now that I have that approach is that even during contrast, stuff still manifests for me and it's gorgeous. And I still get the synchronicities and the aha moments and physical manifestations coming in. And I wanted to talk about this today because I had a client message me and she's had a lot of contrast the last couple of days. And I've seen that she's still been manifesting though. And I messaged her this morning just kind of saying, you've had contrast the last couple of days, but look, you've built up so much manifesting momentum that you've still got manifestations flowing through. The universe is still supporting you and guiding you. And so now I want her to really understand this. Now she's experienced this once, I want her to remember this next time she's in contrast. And I want you guys to know this and remember this as well. Even when you have contrast, the universe is still supporting you and guiding you. And your manifestations will still flow in. Sometimes if the contrast is really extreme, that manifesting momentum will feel slower, but the universe is still supporting you. So I no longer panic when I go into contrast. It feels a bit icky and I'd rather not be in it, but I don't fight it anymore and I don't panic. I think I just used to panic and think I was going to mess everything up and I was thinking all the wrong thoughts, and I don't want you guys having that energy. I had to learn that the hard way, like I have to do with everything, so I can coach it to you guys. But hopefully now you don't have to learn it the hard way. You can just kind of take heed of what I'm saying. So it's really, really important that you remember that, and fighting it is the worst thing you can do, because what you resist persists. Rather just lean into something that feels a little bit better to you. So if you're having extreme contrast, things like taking a nap, they're brilliant things you can do, because when you nap and you sleep, all of your momentum stops. So when I've had extreme contrast in the past, napping has been amazing. And I naturally will feel more tired. If you're having extreme contrast, you'll probably naturally feel more tired, which is your body saying to you, kind of take it easy, like you need to be very loving towards yourself. And normally we don't listen to those signs, do we? I didn't used to. When I was working in PR in central London for 12 years, I never listened really to the signs. I was just doing what I thought I had to do and pushing and pushing and pushing. So listen to the signs. Know that contrast is an essential part of your life experience. If you have no contrast, basically you are done having this human experience, because it means you have no desire to continue growing. And I wanted to share some percentages with you. Now, I've shared this before a few months ago, but I'm aware there's a lot of new members in the group, which I love. So I just kind of wanted to remind you guys that if you were feeling contrasty 49% of the time and in positive manifesting flow 51% of the time, you're still manifesting the stuff you do want, way more than the stuff you don't want, because the percentage is slightly increased on the positive side. If you were feeling contrasty 40% of the time and high vibe 60% of the time, you're going to be manifesting at a nice pace. If you are feeling contrasty 25% of the time and high vibe 75% of the time, so that's still 1 day out of 4 you're feeling contrasty, you'll be manifesting really, really quickly. And so you guys know, I probably feel contrast now somewhere between 20 to 25% of the time. Obviously, I've really trained myself. I use all the tools that I coach and I use them consistently. As you all have heard me say, it is about being consistent. But I still have contrast 20 to 25% of the time, and I am manifesting really freaking fast, as you guys all know. So hopefully that allows you to take the pressure off of yourself. You don't need to be in manifesting flow 100% of the time. You can't be. There would be something really wrong if you were in manifesting flow 100% of the time. Maybe manifesting flow is not the right way of saying it, because we're always in manifesting flow. If you are not high vibe or in that relaxed kind of connected energy 100% of the time, that is fine and that is perfect. And actually on the Abraham Hicks cruise, someone went up onto stage to sit into the hot seat, and Abraham and Esther kind of said to them, how are you? And they were like, you know, up and down, and they were like, good. You need to have the contrast, because otherwise you would have no desires to expand. If you had no contrast, you would just be cruising the whole time. You'd have like no desire to expand. And obviously we're here as humans, we're here in this human experience to expand and create. That's why we're here. So I hope that reassures some of you. Contrast is normal / completely essential. I have contrast 20 to 25% of the time still, and it doesn't hinder anything for me, and I want you guys to remember and to know that. So I hope that's helpful, my darlings. Sending you all so much love. Actually, I was having contrast this morning. I messaged a friend going, my energy's just a bit off at the minute. And I was like, no, don't fight it. Just keep using the tools that I coach. Keep using the tools that disempower the ego, and keep using the tools that help me to feel more in alignment. And just lean into those things and it will pass. So hopefully that helps you all. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous Thursday. And any questions, comment below. And I will be back on again very soon. Mwah. Lots and lots of love, my darlings. Bye.